class. Well, then never mind. I can't. You ain't missing nothing.
Hey,
Hiking?
I know. I know.
The minute I left live chat up too long, somebody live chat.
just was off as Dunaway is able to get the rebound.
Foul on the inside.
Harper was trying to drive in.
And it'll be West Alabama ball on the other side of the break. 15 minutes to go. 9-8 is the score. It's UWA basketball on Tiger TV.
A champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
'52 national championships. More than 600 annual graduates. Thousands of lives changed. The Gulf South Conference.
Thankfully, you've been able to see the action-packed first the start to this one because you sure hadn't been able to hear it. West Alabama with a 9-8 lead as we get ready to go. We're under 15 minutes to play here. Tigers with the basketball. Nicholas Finch and Aubrey Elmore calling your action here in this one. Johnson with it. He throws it on the free throw line to Dunaway. Dunaway had space, and he took it as he gets the turnaround jumper to go to push UWA to a 3-point lead.
Dunaway made him pay, leaving him open for mid-range.
No lead will be safe in this one. These two teams want this win very badly. There's not going to be a lull in the action, I can assure you. Lane throws it over to Anderson. Anderson in the corner to Kaplan. Back up top. 10 seconds remaining in his possession. Cookstrap makes his moves. Poked away by Johnson. And end up double dribbling. I thought it was poked away by Johnson.
I guess it was too.
I thought he could have dribbled again, but I guess it'll be a turnover here for UAH.
Tigers on a 7-0 run.
UAH with the half-court press here. So far it's working as there'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow will be in favor of UAH here.
All right, good job by UAH. Able to bring the press right there to force Scott. Just hold on to it.
Listen, I don't know if UAH's uniforms are new, but they are very pretty.
Right. They do have really nice uniforms.
14:02 remaining here in this first half. Deep three by Cookstrap, and he gets it to go. Tried to kick his legs out to draw the foul, James Harden style. Ref didn't fall for it, but it's an 11-11 ball game here. 13:50 to go. Tigers able to break the half-court trap. Working it around. Hardy gets the ball and drives it. Corner three. Johnson goes and home.
It's Johnson. That's his sweet spot right there. Right out there on the corner three and knocks it through.
6 points for Johnson. Through 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 14-11 is the new score. 13:27 to go here in this first half. Shulman will kick it inside the lane. Back out to Kaplan. He passes up the three, but he'll draw the foul and almost had the three-point play. Couldn't finish at the rim, but Harper commits the foul, so Kaplan will head to the line to shoot two.
Right, and they were right there trying to pick out Scott with the screen right there to move it on the outside, and that forced the drive in and the foul. So,
J.J. Kaplan, a red shirt junior out of Huntsville, Alabama. It's hard to believe he's just a junior.
Right.
He's been a menace in this conference for a long time, and I mean that in a nice way as he misses that free throw. He's
shooting 64% from the free throw line so far this year. He's missed his first one there.
Mike Davis shakes in here for DeAndre Harper. Second free throw coming from Kaplan. It's strong as Mike Davis makes his presence felt immediately, gets a tough rebound. 14-11, still the score. Tigers with the basketball. UWA looks like UAH has softened the zone look. But now they get into it as that's another three taken and missed by Johnson. Rebound Kaplan. UH with it in transition as Anderson cuts the middle of the floor. Now back to the other side. He gives it to Kaplan. Kaplan with the bounce pass to Lane. Lane gonna fakes the hand off the Cook Strap. Might have gotten away with a carry there. He'll get it over to Anderson. Back out now to Kaplan. Kaplan in the corner of the lane. Lots of movement here. Old school movement for UAH. Used to run this under their old head coach where he left Cook Strap. He'll throw it away and out of bounds.
A good job by UWA playing defense there, not being fooled. So far on the night, we are seeing a lot of different looks defensively from UAH, sometimes showing the press, sometimes showing zone. So
14-11 is the score, 12-26. Hardy gets it. They throw it in the corner to Davis. Davis in the middle to Dunaway. Dunaway had it. He tried to throw it in the corner to Johnson, but he knocked it back to him. Back around now is Hardy. They'll get it to Davis. Three, and he bangs it in to give UWA their largest lead of the night, 17-11, as we approach the 12-minute mark here in the first half. Shulman with it, facing defense from Davis. He gives it to Anderson. Anderson with the drive, hands it off the Lane. Lane with Hardy on him. We'll throw it in the corner back to Anderson. Anderson has a size mismatch in his favor, not going to use it apparently. 8 seconds left in his possession. Now Anderson gets it back, facing defense from Mike Davis. Anderson called for the travel, couldn't get around Mike Davis. He was locked down by the Murray State transfer.
Mike Davis had his own Clemps badges, the Hall of Fame there. Not allowing him to get by him.
And that'll bring up a timeout. 11:42 remaining here in the first half. UWA leading 17-11. UWA basketball on Tiger TV.
What is it about UWA? Is it the beauty of her campus? The feeling of being just the right size? World class, without classes big enough for the world? Is it the warmth of her people? They say there's something about this place. Maybe it's because this place feels like home, on campus or online. The University of West Alabama.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Back to it here in Livingston. 17-11 lead for UWA. 11:35 remaining here in this first half. Tyrus Grayson in for UWA. Checked in during the timeout. He has it up top here. Has to throw it over to Scott. UWA not letting that ball stick too much, and I say that as hard as let it stick here. He'll fire for three, and he gets it from the wing. Hardy fired up in this one. It's a 20-11 ball game here at Pruitt Hall. Tigers with a 9-point advantage as we hit the 11 or approach the 11-minute mark. Lane puts the ball on the floor, and we'll have a foul away from the ball.
Right, the Tigers so far tonight, they're 7 for 14. 5 of those shots were three-pointers that went in.
Fouls on Mike Davis there. First foul of the contest for him. Inbounds pass goes up top to Shulman. He gives it to Lane. Now on this side to Anderson. Anderson uses a screen. Back to Shulman. Shulman flash three, decided not to take it. Over now to Orth. Orth back to Lane, trying to make something happen. They'll give it to Shulman on the three off the baseline screen. He gets it to bounce in to make it 20-14. It ends a 9-0 run over nearly 3 minutes for UWA. Tigers with the basketball as Hardy has it. He throws it up top to Mike Davis. Back to Hardy. They want to work it around best they can. Don't let the ball stick. Back out to Johnson. Johnson room. Three. It's a little too strong. And that should be, I was going to say, I thought it was going to be last touch by Kearney Lane, but they say it's off Mike Davis. It'll be UAH basketball here.
Yeah, that was a close one there. It's 20-14. The Tigers so far shooting well behind the three-point line. They're 5 for 9 so far on the night.
Justin,
taking advantage.
I was going to say Justin Allison now in for Darren Johnson, an extra ball handler to help out Lawan Hardy here. 10-16 now remaining in this first half, 2014. UAH with the basketball, Kaplan with it, trying to make a move around Davis. It'll be a blocking foul called on Davis. That'd be 2 on him, so he'll have to come out.
And that's not good for Mike Davis. 10 minutes into the contest, he's already in foul trouble.
Mike Schulman checks in for David Anderson. 10:08 remaining in this first half, 2014. UH with the basketball, Kaplan with it. Ooh, he does a nice head fake to get room on the baseline for the reverse layup. That was a good move.
That was a really good move.
But Kaplan makes it 2016, under 10 minutes now. Hardy with it up top. He gives it to Harper, working around this side of Allison. Allison will give it back to Grayson. He'll give it to Scott on the far wing. Scott back to Harper. Harper wanted to step into a 3, could not. Allison now, he'll fake a 3, give it back to Harper. 8 seconds to work with. Allison drive. There's the kick, but it's knocked out of bounds off the hands of Dalton Barkley for UAH.
Yeah, and the last 3 possessions that UAH has had, they've all went in. So
UAH doing a great job of using their length to play this zone perfectly. Hardy off the inbounds pass. 3, can't get it to go. Rebound, Kaplan. Here comes Orff. Orff with it up top. He'll kick it up Cookstrap, down low to Kaplan. Kaplan kicks it in the corner to Barkley. 3, it's too strong. Rebound Grayson for the Tigers.
good job by Grayson there, going up getting the rebound. It left Barkley a little bit too open there.
Hardy brings it up facing defense from Orff and just quickly changes after he gets a screen set for him. Grayson sets one for Nate Scott. Nate Scott will throw it over to Harper. Harper with the head fake over to Hardy. Hardy trying to drive in. UH using that length, doing a good job of keeping the Tigers out of the paint. As Allison tries to drive, he ends up committing the travel. Turnover UWA. And all of a sudden you go from a 9-0 scoring run to a 2.5-minute scoring drought for the Tigers.
Right, yeah, and it's just the adjustments UAH made, I believe, that's caused the drought.
And I tell you what, it's going to be an issue for UWA all night because UAH ain't going to get shorter.
Right. Definitely using their length to their advantage.
And I mean shorter as in height-wise, not the university.
Of course.
8:35 remaining here in this first half as they get an inside pass to Barkley. He gets it uncontested around Dunaway, and it's back to a 2-point ball game. 2018, 8:25 to go.
Yeah, it happened fast for UWA.
7-0 run over the last 2.5 for UAH. Dunaway with it inside. Almost had a strip. They kick it out to Allison. Allison, good look. 3. And he knocks it in. That is the drought. Pushes the lead back up to 5. 23-18.
Yeah, they needed that shot there. Good job by Justin Allison being able to put it through.
Outside shooting going to have to be on point for UWA. If they get the entry pass, you're going to have to catch it. Oh, good drive by Orff. And they'll call the push. So it'll be free throws coming. He couldn't finish. Because that ball did hit the suspension cable, so it should have been a dead ball had it gone in anyway.
Right.
Fouls on Renee Scott's his first 14th foul, and we'll have the free throws off at the break. 7:56 remaining here in the contest. UWA up 23-16. It's UWA basketball on Tiger TV.
There's so much to love about UWA. The campus is beautiful, and it's just the right size. And I love the new residence hall. I've made so many friends. We just love it here. They say, there's something about this place. I say, it's because this place feels like home. On campus or online, the University of West Alabama.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Back to action here in Pruitt Hall. 7:56 remaining in this first half. UWA leading 23-18, but that could change depending on the results of these free throws coming off the fingertips of Sam Orff.
He's 75% on the year from the free throw line.
Yeah. You beat me to it. I was just about to look up the statistic. That's what we have a color man
right.
for. Appreciate you.
No problem.
Second free throw for Orff is no good, but Barkley is there for the offensive rebound. Orff almost pulled it for three, too. This could end up being a 3 to 4 point possession or side of the court here for UAH. 23-19, Cook strap three. It's long. Harper gets up for the rebound.
Good job by Harper once again being able to get the rebound.
Hardy showing some dribble moves here, facing defense from Kaplan. Bounces it to Dunaway. Over to Harper. UWA is going to have to find a way to get something going in the paint. And I say that, and we'll have a foul on the floor as Renee Scott used the move to get around Barkley.
Right.
Fouls called on Shulman as his first. And it's going to, this might be a game for Renee Scott to use his quickness to get in the paint. Hardy gets a look for three. He'll drain it.
And Hardy's on fire by the three-point line.
26-19, as much work as this man puts in the gym, not surprising. And that's Kaplan. He'll answer back with a three-pointer of his own. Back to a 4-point game, 26-22. Matchup of Kaplan, Orff, and Hardy, three of the best players in the GSC. All three were on the preseason all-conference team. Dunaway with it. He's trapped in the corner. Got to get rid of it. He'll throw it to Allison. Cross court to Scott. Scott with 8 seconds. He'll take the contested two. Leaves it short. As UH gets the rebound, it was Kaplan and Orff fighting for it. Orff with it. He kicks it out to Barkley. Barkley with a drive. Oh, he'll use the head fake to get free, but he couldn't finish, and he'll be called for the foul.
They're going to call the foul on Barkley. That's going to be his first foul and the team's fifth.
Kearney Lane checking in for Barkley. And Darren Johnson going to check in for Renee Scott.
Both teams so far on fouls, they both have 4 apiece.
Right now, UWA has 4 three-point shooters on the court, as Harper can hit some himself. 6:23 remaining here. 26-22 is the score. Allison takes the three. Can't get it to go. Hardy tips the rebound to himself. Uses the moves inside. He'll get the bucket. And one. Boy, I tell you what, Hardy is a very animated character. He gets this crowd going.
Absolutely, and he has been fired up the entire night. Great play, good hustle play by Hardy. Being able to knock that through. And Hardy on the air is a 75% free throw shooter as he takes that one there and it's off.
Can't get that one go. Hardy up to 11 points, 2 rebounds and 2 assists. 28-22. A tight one here in Pruitt Hall between these two quality teams. Kaplan with it, trying to make some moves against Dunaway. Throws it on the baseline to Lane. Lane has it knocked off his leg and out of bounds. West Alabama basketball.
Good defense right there by UWA.
Hardy calling the plays. He brings it across. 5:50 remaining in this half. In the corner to Harper. Harper was looking for the double team, and then UH didn't bring it. On the free throw line to Dunaway. Dunaway jumper too long. Rebound West Al. Hardy thought about taking it. He'll step back and take this one. Can't get it to go. Rebound UAH. As Shulman brought it in. Orff with it now for the Chargers. Uses a quick screen. He'll throw it to Cook Strap. Couldn't do anything. Get around Allison. 5:20 now. 18 seconds remaining in this possession. Still a 6-point game. 28-22. Lane in the corner to Kaplan. He'll fake the screen. Kaplan drives baseline. Gets around Harper and gets it to go.
Good job working through the contact, getting around and making it in.
28-24 now as we approach the 5-minute mark. Johnson and Hardy and Allison passing it around the perimeter, trying to get an open spot. Harper has it. He'll take the free throw line, the paint, shot in the paint, flips it up from 10 feet and gets it to go. 30-24. I thought he was going to take the free throw line jumper. Cook Strap with it up top now. Bounces it to his teammate Lane. Lane with defense from Dunaway. Hands it to Cook Strap. And they'll throw it to Orff, wide open three, and he'll drain it.
Yeah, you can't leave Orff open out there. He's going to take care of that.
UAH using motion, showing great patience here. As it's now 30-27, 4:23.
Orff shooting 32% behind the three-point line on the year. So
hand off to Allison. Allison with the head fake. 10 seconds. They give it to Hardy. Hardy fakes the long three. He's going to step back on you, and that's what he does. Three. Can't get the roll in. Dunaway with the rebound. He'll go back up strong. Offensive foul.
I think Dunaway was upset about that one, as Scapula was able to take the charge.
First foul on Dunaway.
This game's a close game so far, 30-27.
This is a matchup of two teams who met in the GSC semifinals last year, preseason 1 and 2 in the conference. Two teams that went to the NCAA South Regional last season. Two solid programs and a tight battle here in Pruitt Hall. We're under 4 minutes in this first half. Kaplan with it. He'll take the three. Can't get it to go. Rebound will be brought in by Mike Davis. Hardy going to bring it up.
Yeah, if I was UWA in this situation, I would keep on making them shoot the three. Don't give them anything easy.
I would disagree. This is a very stout three-point shooting team is UAH.
Right.
Johnson with the head fake, throws it in the corner to Hardy. Hardy, spin move on the baseline, throws it to Allison. Allison three, can't get it to roll. Rebound, lane for UAH. Anderson on it on the far sideline. He'll stop and set it up. UAH with a chance to make it a one-point game or possibly tie it. Cookstrap with it. Gives it to Orff, back up top to Cookstrap. Cookstrap trying to get around Johnson. Spin move in the paint. Couldn't finish, but Lane cleans it up for the tip in, and it's down to a 1-point lead for UWA. Tigers led by as much as 9, and it's down to 1 here as we hit the 2:45 mark in the first half. Hardy was making a move before he had possession as the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by UAH. It'd be Tiger basketball, but it'll be after a timeout. 2:39 remaining here in this first half. It's a 1-point lead for UWA. It's UWA basketball on Tiger TV.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
"52 national championships. More than 600 annual graduates. Thousands of lives changed. The Gulf South Conference.
Welcome back here on Tiger TV. UWA with a 30-29 lead with 2:39 remaining here in the first half. Tigers will have the basketball with 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Johnson to inbound it. Got to get it around Orff. And a quick double team. And they tried to no look it in the paint. UH was ready. Kaplan
throws it to nobody.
And they'll say it was last touched by a Tiger. It might have gone off the ankle of Davis there.
I was about to say, if that was a pass, I don't know who he was passing it to.
Yeah, I thought it was a pass, and he just got bailed out. Kaplan received the pass up top. He gives it to Lane. Back over to Orff. Justin Allison with the gamble. They get it to Cookstrap down low to Kaplan. Kaplan double team. Can't get it to go. Try to throw it off a Tiger, and it works as Lane was there, and he'll throw it off the glass and in. And UAH has come back to take the 31-30 lead. Erase a 9-point deficit. Tigers hadn't scored in 2:40. Harper with it up top. They'll throw it to Johnson. Johnson works it around, gets a screen from Dunaway. Throws it in the wing to Harper. Harper out to Johnson. Look for three. Can't get it to go. Allison. He plays 21. He gets the tip to go. And he puts the Tigers back on top. 32-31. Ends a 7-0 run for UAH.
Yeah, great job by Allison there to put it back in.
Anderson coming around, trying to get around Hardy. Offensive foul. Cleared out with his arm. And that was an easy one. It's the first foul on Anderson. 1:35 remaining here in this first half. 32-31 is the score. Hardy's calling for a screen from Harper. He gets it and is quickly double teamed, and he's fouled. Trying to get it to Harper.
That's right.
They're calling on Cook Strap.
UAH is in some foul trouble so far, and that's going to put Hardy at the charity strike.
He'll be shooting a 1-and-1. Now, you remember I accidentally said 33.
Right.
Let's watch what happens. 1:23 to go. Hardy taking 2 free throws here. First free throw is good. 33-31. Hardy now with 12 points. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 of 8 from the field. 3 of 7 from the three-point line. Second free throw's no good. 33-31. 1:20 remaining here in this first half.
So you got it right.
Kaplan and Shulman playing hot potato for a second. As Lane gets it over to Kaplan. Kaplan with a head fake. They'll call the block on Harper as he hit the ground, trying to stay in front of Kaplan. Renee Scott checking back in here for Justin Allison. That's the kind of game you wanted to see between these two teams, and they're doing just what you thought they would.
Absolutely.
Anderson gets the inbounds pass near midcourt, trying to get around Hardy. He throws it over to Shulman. Shulman on the drive. He flashes head fake. Good work by Johnson to stay on his feet. What a drive by Lane as he gets it up and around Dunaway to tie it up here, 33-33.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's able to work it in through the contact and put it through.
As Hardy brings it across, and we'll have a timeout, 30-second timeout here by the Tigers. 40.8 seconds, we'll keep it here.
So far on the night, what are you liking from the Tigers so far?
Say what now?
I said, what are you liking from the Tigers so far on the night?
Both teams playing very aggressively on defense. I'm liking that for both teams. And despite how aggressively UWA is playing on defense, UAH 61% from the floor, 14 of 23. Tigers 43%, 12 of 28.
Both teams are shooting efficiently from the three-point line as well. UAH shooting 4 for 9, and the Tigers shooting 7 for 17.
Johnson inbounds it to Allison here. He'll give it to Hardy to set it up. 35 seconds remaining in this quarter. UWA has led by as much as 9. It's a tie ball game here at 33. See what UWA can do to get some more points. Johnson with it up top. They wanted to take the step back. He'll give it to Hardy. Hardy with the drive. Hardy with a head fake. He'll try to scoop layup. Can't get it to go. Johnson can't get the putback to go. And it looks like it'll be a goaltend. It'll be UAH's basketball as the Tigers get the points. But someone hit the ground hard. I didn't see who hit the ground for UAH.
Yeah, I saw that. I think that's Kaplan that hit the ground pretty hard.
Yeah, that is the case. You don't want to see anybody hurt.
No, not
Hope
at all.
he can get up and be fine.
He looks all right.
Chris Dudley in for what will be the final possession of the half. This is a tough spot defensively to come in if you're Dudley.
Right,
coming
absolutely.
off the bench. And having to keep them off the board. Anderson gets it across. Hand off to Schulman. Off with it now. UH moving the ball around quickly as Anderson gets it 5 seconds inside to Lane. And he gets the layup to go. Movement, that'll do it here for the first half. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Quick movement by UAH allows them to tie the ball game up here 35-35 as we head to the halftime break. It's UWA basketball on Tiger TV. Go.
What is it about UWA? Is it the beauty of her campus? The feeling of being just the right size? World class, without classes big enough for the world? Is it the warmth of her people? They say there's something about this place. Maybe it's because this place feels like home, on campus or online. The University of West Alabama.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
52 national championships. More than 600 annual graduates. Thousands of lives changed. The Gulf South Conference.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
There's so much to love about UWA. The campus is beautiful, and it's just the right size. And I love the new residence hall. I've made so many friends. We just love it here. They say, there's something about this place. I say, it's because this place feels like home. On campus or online, the University of West Alabama.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
What is it about UWA? Is it the beauty of her campus? The feeling of being just the right size? World class, without classes big enough for the world? Is it the warmth of her people? They say there's something about this place. Maybe it's because this place feels like home, on campus or online. The University of West Alabama.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
52 national championships. More than 600 annual graduates. Thousands of lives changed. The Gulf South Conference.
Dude, that last 5 minutes I couldn't think. I'm not gonna lie. Half here, about 18 seconds away from that action. So far on the night, UWA's team highs. Hardy has 12 points. Dunaway has 5 rebounds. And Hardy has 3 assists on the night. UAH, their team highs. Lane has 8 points. Kaplan has 5 rebounds. And Cookstrop has 2 assists. We're ready to get this action back started. It's 35-35. Inbound it. Darren Johnson is going to throw it on the inbound to Juan Hardy. Hardy is carrying it at the top. Looking to pass it over to Darren Johnson in the corner. Back to Hardy. Hardy has it at the top, giving it over to Scott. Scott back to Hardy. Hardy at the top, giving it off to Dunaway. Dunaway over to Harper. 11 on the shot clock. The pass of the ball over. Scott giving it over to Johnson. On to the inside to Dunaway. Back out to Hardy. Hardy uses the spin move. Look at the drive on the inside. 1 on the shot clock. And it's off as they call the foul on Orff. So it's UWA's ball as he gives it right back on the inside of Dunaway, and Dunaway's off as UAH is indeed able to get the rebound. Suave has it, passing it over to Kaplan. Kaplan handed it off to Orff. Orff back over. And Suave taking it at the top for the 3 and gets called for the travel.
Now you look at this game where it seems like UWA is struggling to score, 13 of 32 from the floor, 41%. Even though UAH is 63%, 15 of 24, they've taken 8 less shots than the Tigers, so they're not exactly just scoring at will either.
Absolutely. Harper gives it over to Dunaway, back to Harper, to Hardy. Hardy passes it over to Scott. Scott has it in the corner, giving it back to Hardy. Hardy looking the dribble, gives it off to Darren Johnson. Darren Johnson driving on inside through the step and is off. Now UAH has this. They're moving it back down the court, taking the 3 as Schulman knocks it through. That gives him 6 points on the night. Now Hardy has it at the top. Looking to pass it over to Dunaway. Dunaway. Darren Johnson. Johnson over to Harper. Harper on the outside. Give it over to Scott. Scott. Pass the ball around to Johnson. Dunaway to Hardy for 3 in the corner as it rolls around and goes off. As Kaplan is able to get the rebound for UAH. And Suave giving it over to Schulman. Back. It's UAH looking to move the ball around. Orff taking the 3 as it's off as Dunaway's able to get the rebound. Goes up and fights for it. It's Hardy has it for the Tigers. Looking to pass the ball over to Harper. Harper to Scott. Scott on the wing, passing it over to Darren Johnson at the top of the key. Back to Scott. Scott looking to drive in, passing it back out to Harper. Harper taking the 3, and it's off. Once again, Lane is able to get the rebound, giving it over as they move it back to the other side for Kaplan as he's able to lay it in. Now it is a 40-35. UAH has the lead. 17:25 left to go in the contest. So we're going to take a timeout here. You're listening to this on Tiger TV.
A champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
"52 national championships. More than 600 annual graduates. thousands of lives changed. The Gulf South Conference.
And we are back here in Pruitt Hall. Aubrey Elmore and Nicholas Finch on the call. As the Tigers inbound it. Juwan Hardy calling the play. Or can reach half court as he carries it and passes it over to Dunaway. Dunaway to Scott, back to Hardy. Gives it on the inside to Dunaway, out to Justin Allison for the corner three. It is off as Dunaway is able to get the offensive rebound. And gives it back to Hardy. So it resets the shot clock. So Hardy giving it over to Justin Allison. Allison over to Dunaway. Dunaway has it from mid-range, takes the shot there and buries it home for the Tigers. So it is 40-37, 16-50. Let's go in the contest.
Much needed bucket for UWA. Tigers now 1 for 7 in this half.
Yeah, absolutely. As Lane gives it over to Shulman. Shulman back to Lane. Lane looking to drive on the inside. It is off. Good defense there by Dunaway as Mike Davis is able to get the rebound for the Tigers.
UWA so long has relied on screens to get open. They're going to have to find a different way to score as UAH is not letting them come off those screens the way they're used to.
And absolutely, as Hardy drives in, kicks it out to Justin Allison. Justin Allison giving it to Dunaway. Dunaway to the outside to Mike Davis. Davis, Scott. Scott looking to drive in, absorbs the contact. And they're going to call the offensive foul.
And that's the right call. He was there the entire time.
Absolutely, as he absorbs the charge. That's going to be the team's first of the second half, 40-37, 16-08. Left to go in the matchup. It's Kaplan giving it over to Shulman. Shulman giving it over to Orff. Orff to Lane. Lane giving it back to Kaplan. Kaplan looking to drive on the inside, absorbs the contact and gets the and one. That's the foul they're going to call on. I believe going to be from Mike Davis. And it is on Mike Davis. As now they're going to call a timeout.
It'll be a media timeout under 16 minutes to go. 42-37, UH with the lead. This is UWA basketball on Tiger TV.
What is it about UWA? Is it the beauty of her campus? The feeling of being just the right size? World class, without classes big enough for the world? Is it the warmth of her people? They say there's something about this place. Maybe it's because this place feels like home, on campus or online. The University of West Alabama.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
We're back live as Kaplan was able to make the and one shot. Looks like UAH is playing a little bit of press coming up. Playing some intimidating basketball as Justin Allison hands it off to Scott. Scott back to Allison. Over to Hardy. Allison has it back at the top of the key. Scott has it on the wing. Back over to Hardy. Allison passing it back over to Scott. Hardy has it. 5 on the shot clock. Giving it out to Mike Davis. Justin Allison open from the corner three, and it's off as it hits the front iron and goes back. As there's the fast break now for UAH as they're moving it down quickly. As they move the ball around, Lane giving it back to Max Shulman.
Right now, the momentum all on UAH's side.
Absolutely, it's 46-37, 15 minutes left to go in the contest. It's Hardy. Move the ball around, Dunaway. Pass it out to Scott. Scott taking it from mid-range and buries it home. Big shot right there for Scott. Swell giving it over. Or
and a 6-0 run for UAH there.
Kaplan passing it over to Lane. Lane to Swalve. Swalve giving it over to Orff. Orff on the inside as he passes it down to Lane. Lane on the outside back to Shulman as he is once again able to bury it home. As just like you were saying, the momentum is all on UAH's side as it's 49-39. UAH having the advantage here. Scott has it. Mike Davis passing it back to Scott, giving it over to Justin Allison. Justin Allison back to Hardy. Hardy on the top of the key. Some pump fakes here. Look at the fake it, and hits off the front iron from 3.
Right now, UWA needs a stop in the worst way. Can't let this game get away from him here.
Absolutely, as Kaplan has it on the inside. Looking to move around as he goes ahead and dunks it off the lane. It is off as there's a fight for the ball and the rebound.
Looks like he's going to call the loose ball foul. That's here
right.
on Kearney Lane.
So it's going to be the foul on Lane. Right there, it's 49-39, 13:46 left to go in the contest. That's going to be Lane's first foul of the contest as well. Looks like UAH is playing press, playing a really aggressive defense on the Tigers. Trying to clog up the passing lane. That's Justin Allison. He's carrying it down the court, gives it over to Mike Davis. Darren Johnson back to Mike Davis. Mike Davis passing on the outside to Justin Allison. Darren Johnson for 3 on the wing. Rolls around and goes out as Kaplan is able to get the rebound. And now Orff has it on the outside, looking to drive in and does the spin move. And they're going to call the travel on Orff.
All right, now it's all going bad for the Tigers. UAH up to a 14-4 run here in the second half. Thankfully for the turnover there, it gives the Tigers a chance. But the outside shot's got to start falling for UWA. 0 for 6 from outside in this half.
Yeah, absolutely. Darren Johnson has it on the outside, giving it over to Lamont Hardy. Hardy on the inside to Mike Davis. Back to Darren Johnson for 3. It rolls around and goes out. Unfortunately, Orff is able to get the rebound. Orff has it on the outside, pass it over to Kaplan. Kaplan back to Orff. Orff giving it over to Cookstrup. Cookstrup passing it over to Kaplan. Is now Kaplan looking to pass it over to Barkley. Barkley looking for the 3-point shot, just passes it back to Cookstrup. 4 on the shot clock. We're looking ahead on the inside and call of a travel on Kaplan. Another turnover, back-to-back turnovers there by the Chargers, and back-to-back travels.
That's a 9th turnover so far here for UAH.
And now, Hardy has the ball at the top of the key, looking just to hand it off to Justin Allison as Allison gives it over to Grayson. Grayson over to Darren Johnson. Darren Johnson back to Grayson. Grayson back to Johnson on the wing. Giving it back to Justin Allison. He pumps, fakes the 3, looking to drive in. Hands it off to Grayson as he tries and gets the dunk. They're going to call the stoppage of play, and they're going to give the foul to Justin Allison. The offensive foul, that is. It's 49-39, 12:03 left to go in the contest.
UAH just in the right spots at the right time, drawing out offensive foul on Allison to negate the dunk by Grayson.
Yeah, absolutely. As they move the ball around, Shulman taking the 3, it rolls around, hits the backboard, and comes off. As Grayson's able to get the rebound and give it to Hardy. Hardy giving it over to Grayson, passing it over to Justin Allison. Justin Allison calling the screen. Looks like he's getting the screen. Look at the drive on the inside, Allison is. They're saying it's going to be push. It's going to be a push off on UAH. Now we're going to take a timeout on the court. Another media timeout. You're listening to UWA basketball on Tiger TV. We'll be back right after this break.
There's so much to love about UWA. The campus is beautiful, and it's just the right size. And I love the new residence hall. I've made so many friends. We just love it here. They say, there's something about this place. I say it's because this place feels like home. On campus or online, the University of West Alabama.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
And we are back into the action here. It's an inbound pass. LaJuan Hardy passing it over to Darren Johnson on the outside, over to Mike Davis. Mike Davis has it, passing it over to Darren Johnson. Johnson over to Scott. Scott giving it over to Hardy. Hardy back to Johnson. Johnson has outside good trap screens here by UAH's. Grayson passing it over to Scott. 7 on the shot clock, taking it from mid-range and buries it home.
Renee Scott, the maestro of the mid-range, makes it an 8-point game. Still a long way to go here, but UWA has got to find a way to slow down this Charger attack.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Lane has it from mid-range. Going to pass it over to Swallow. Swallow use some dribble moves on the outside, looking to drive in, passing it back to Barkley. Barkley trips and falls. And they're going to call the foul on Darren Johnson. And that's going to be his first and the team's fourth. So far, 49-41, 11-20, 10:55 left to go in the contest as the ball gets thrown in. As Shulman is off from three. They're able to get the offensive rebound and tries to put it back in, but it doesn't go in. UAH still has it as Cook Strope has it on the outside, and they're calling a stoppage.
It should be a refresh shot clock to 20.
The officials are meeting. So UAH has the lead 49-41, 10:44 left to go in the contest. Now the inbounds as Shulman looks like he's going to throw the Swalv. The Swalv's taking it on the outside, looking to give it over to Barkley. Barkley, the dribble move back to Swalv. Swalv looking to drive on the inside, doesn't turn around, passes it back, and the shot clock expires as they're going to call the shot clock violation.
A much-needed defensive stop here for UWA.
Absolutely. Great defense by UWA there to force the shot clock violation.
Now, Shulman had gotten hot in the second half. I think he hit all 4 of his three-pointers in this half. Now with him off the floor, let's see if the Tigers can close this gap here.
Darren Johnson taking this turnaround step back, mid-range, and knocks it through with a fadeaway. Very nice job by Darren Johnson. Much needed points there as Lane giving it off to Swalv. Swalv back on the outside to Barkley. Barkley back to Swalv. Swalv looking over, passing it over. Is UAH as they're passing over to Orff. Orff is off the hook shot. As Grayson's able to get the rebound. Gives it over to Scott. Scott to Hardy. He's carrying it cross court. Hardy has it on the outside in the towards the corner. Looking to pass it over. As they're going to call the foul on Cook Strope. As Ricky Dunaway is going to check in for the Tigers. They're going to take a timeout on the court. So far tonight, as we're looking, the three-pointers here, it looks like UAH has played superior on the three-point line, shooting 7 for 15. While UWA is 7 for 24, they're trying to get some three-pointers to go through. But UWA needs to get these last 9 minutes and take advantage of any opportunities that they are able to get.
Here's an interesting statistic. We talk about the three-pointers. Shulman 3 for 5 in this half. As a team, UH is 3 for 6. Now, get this. They've only hit 5 shots this half. As a team, they're 5 for 12. So So the Tigers are doing something right defensively. Shulman got hot, and that helped UAH push the lead. But it's been sort of a drought here for the Chargers. 0 of 5 from their last 5 shots. 3 turnovers in the last 5 minutes.
Right, now the inbound pass to Dunaway. Dunaway hands it back to Hardy. Back on the inside of Dunaway, back to Hardy. Looking for the 3. Pump fakes and gets tapped. So once again, I think that's going to be Ostrope as he bumped into Hardy while he was trying to go on the inside.
Heady play by Hardy to get the contact to draw the foul.
Absolutely, and that puts Cook Strope at 4 fouls so far on the contest.
And it puts the visitors here at 5.
Mike Davis passing it in to Dunaway. Dunaway to Hardy. Hardy. Call the play. On the outside, look at the drive in. Just a little shot there as it's off as Dunaway puts it back in for the Tigers. This is 49-45, 9:05 left to go in the contest as UAH was moving the ball around.
Offensive foul, illegal screen on Barkley, and here all of a sudden at the 9-minute mark, it's a 4-point ball game.
You can feel the momentum slowly shift as well.
Mo.
Momentum is shifting here. As Hardy has the ball for the Tigers. And at the top, passing it over to Scott. Scott giving it inside to Dunaway. Dunaway looking around, looking to back down. Go over to Mike Davis. Mike Davis on the inside. They're going to call the travel.
Didn't catch it cleanly, and that's what Coach Sharp is arguing, but you can see that both ways. Didn't catch it cleanly. We moved out the ball. Either way, it's a turnover for the Tigers.
That's right. The Swabs carrying it up the court for UAH. Passing it over to Orff. Orff on the outside. Look at the drive in. So they're going to call the foul on Renee Scott. And that's going to be, I believe, his 3rd foul and the team's 4th.
Coach John Shulman had to be shushed, so to speak, by the referee, so that'll be something to keep an eye on.
Absolutely. Move the ball around and works it on the inside to Kaplan as Kaplan's able to make the easy 2.
And that ends a scoring drought here for UAH to push it back to a 6-point ball game.
UWA was on a 6-0 run before that score there. This is 51-45, 8-10 left to go in the contest. Renee Scott has it on the outside, passing to Hardy. Hardy over to there, Johnson in the corner. Johnson looking to drive it on the inside, passing it back to Hardy from the wing. Buries it home for 3. The energy from Hardy is being felt. 51-48 as now they're calling the foul on UAH. And now there's a timeout on the court, the media timeout, and we're going to take a timeout with them. You're listening to this on Tiger TV, UWA basketball.
A champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
"52 national championships. More than 600 annual graduates. Thousands of lives changed. The Gulf South Conference.
We are back live here in Pruitt Hall. Aubrey Elmore and Nicholas Finch here with you. We're ready. This is 51-48. UAH is on top. 7:50 left to go in the contest. Darren Johnson gets the inbound, giving it over to Hardy. Hardy looking to call the play as Dunaway over the screen on top of the key, giving it over to Scott. Scott over to Dunaway. Scott moving the ball around. Hardy over to Mike Davis, to the corner to Darren Johnson as it hits the front iron and goes off. And Swab is carrying it up the court for UAH. UAH has us to move the ball around over to the lane. Lane looking to drive on the inside into the lane. They call the foul on Mike Davis. And that's going to, unfortunately, put Lane to the free throw line. This is going to be his first free throw of the contest. His Lane on the year is a 60% free throw shooter. See if he can make this one. And he's off as Dunaway's able to get the rebound. Passes it over to Hardy. Hardy looking to call the play. Hardy at the top of the key, looking to drive in, does step back move. It's over to Darren Johnson. Johnson gives it over to Scott. Scott on the inside, Dunaway, over, back to Scott. Darren Johnson on the outside, back to Scott. Scott taking it from the mid-range and is off. As Kaplan's able to get the defensive rebound for UAH, giving it over to Swab. Swab over to Orff. Orff to Lane.
These are the moments that matter here for UWA. Tigers have to make shots and get stops. I know it's a 6-point game, but UAH is so explosive that they can fall back behind double digits in a hurry.
Absolutely. Kaplan drives on the inside, draws the contact, they say, from Harper. So that's going to put them back at the free throw line, which is critical here.
And the Tigers can't stop their own momentum drawing fouls here down the stretch.
Right, it's good playing aggressive, but not too aggressive per se, as Kaplan heads back to the free throw line, misses the first one there. As Kaplan on the year shooting 65% from the free throw line. See if he makes the second one, and he does. And that puts Kaplan 1 for 4 on the night from the free throw line. Playing press now, UAH is. Hardy's looking to move it up the court, Dunaway, passing back to Scott. Hardy, as is, he's telling Johnson, cut across. Johnson has it back on the outside. Dunaway takes it from mid-range, takes a turnaround jumper, and puts it through.
When you have a big that can hit that free throw line jumper, it hurts what you can do with the zone defense. It's the key to unlocking the zone, so to speak.
Absolutely. It's 54-50. 6 minutes left to go in the contest. UAH has the ball. They're driving on the inside. Kaplan looks for it to be loose as Harper's able to get the ball off the steal. Hardy passing it over to Darren Johnson. So they're looking to slow it down. Johnson giving it back to Scott. Scott giving it over to Hardy. Hardy with some dribbling. Looking on the inside, looks turned, give it over to Scott. Darren Johnson has it on the outside as he takes a move, and tries to get the three, and it just doesn't go through.
Johnson cannot get him to fall tonight as he, oh wow, what a block denial by Lawan Hardy. As Hardy is animated and fired up, and he's got this crowd fired up as well.
People are on their feet here at Pruitt Hall. As Hardy looking for the dribble move. Looking to move it over. Giving it on the inside. He can pass it over as Harper for three. And it's just off. All these fans were hoping we were going to be able to take advantage of that momentum by the big defensive play from Hardy. As now Orff has it. Has it from mid-range, passing it back. Passing it back to Swab. Swab, giving it over to Kaplan. Kaplan to Lane. Lane passing it over to Orff. Orff driving on the inside, not on the shot clock. Taking it back, passing it over. Tries to get the two, and Kaplan's able to put it through as he is sending a message to the crowd, 56-50.
It's all about the big moments. What do you do in the big moments? Harper missed the three-pointer that could have made it a one-point game. On the other side, Kaplan makes the big play to push the lead to 6.
Yeah, absolutely there. And they're going to call the foul. As it looks like Orff is arguing with the ref. And that's going to put Hardy at the free throw line. These are 2 big free throws right here.
Both teams will be in the bonus, so we'll have free throws on fouls from the rest of the way.
That's right. Hardy makes his first one there. Big free throw from Hardy. That pushes his total up to 16 points. He is leading the team in points so far on the night. As Orff is arguing.
He's not going to tee him up.
And I thought they were about to tee him up there. I was waiting for it. His emotions are really high in Pruitt Hall. Hardy is a 75% free throw shooter as he's able to make the second one there. As it's 56-52, 4 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the contest as the ball movement. Suave giving it over to Lane. Lane passing it over, bad pass as they're trying to keep it in, and they do. As Schulman was trying to take the three and was off. So Juan Hardy has it now. Give it over to Scott. Darren Johnson passing it back to Hardy. Hardy looking to drive on the inside and gets the foul. And that's going to send him back to the free throw line.
Put the team on your back, son, because that's what you're doing right now. Get these free throws.
Juan Hardy trying to get the crowd fired up.
And the free throws will come on the other side. This is UWA basketball on Tiger TV.
What is it about UWA? Is it the beauty of her campus? The feeling of being just the right size? World class, without classes big enough for the world? Is it the warmth of her people? They say there's something about this place. Maybe it's because this place feels like home, on campus or online. The University of West Alabama.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Crowd making some noise here in Pruitt Hall. 56-52. Free throws coming for Lawan Hardy. 3:40 remaining here in this ball game. UAH has led for a long time. The Tigers trying to claw their way back into it. And get the win here in Pruitt Hall. First free throw good from Hardy. He makes it a one-possession ball game. A second free throw in this place might absolutely lose its mind.
He's 4 for 6 so far on the night from the free throw line. We'll see if he's able to make this next one. And he does!
Mike Davis checking in here for Ricky Dunaway. One possession ball game. Here comes Swall for UAH. He hands it off to Orff. UAH going to run a lot of motion here. Keep that offense moving. Make the Tigers defense try to make a mistake here. Kaplan with the hand off the Swall. 17 seconds, still plenty of time remaining in this possession. Orff with it now on the other side, trying to get around Scott. He's posting up Scott. Draws a double team, passes it out. Kaplan now to Orff. Three, wide open. Swall hits it. And he quiets the crowd with the three-pointer. Straight away, makes it 59-54 as we hit the 3-minute mark here in Pruitt.
Swall was wide open on the outside.
Tigers now using some high motion themselves. Hardy head fake down low to Harper. Baseline jumper. Short. Cannot have empty possessions here if you're the Tigers. Under 3 minutes. 59-54. Orff with it. Oh, they'll run this high motion to get the Tiger defense off balance and take some time off the clock while they're at it with a 5-point lead here on the road. Kaplan with it on the far wing. He's directing traffic. Lane now up top. He puts it on the floor. One dribble. Shulman He was hot earlier. He hadn't taken any now. Here's Kaplan drives. He gets Harper in the air. Lane can't get it to go. Harper with the rebound. He's pushing it up. Scott down with it in transition. He'll slow it back down. Cross court to Hardy. Hardy fakes the pass. Hardy with the head fakes. He's putting the move, step back, doesn't shoot it, gives it to Scott. Back to Hardy here. 17 seconds as we get to the 2-minute mark. Three. Go!
Dang! Bangs it home. Lawad Hardy. 59-57. 2 minutes left to go in the contest.
Suave with the ball here as we're under 2 minutes. Chance of defense coming through the crowd. So much defense, I can't even see what's going on. Suave on the baseline of the lane. Kaplan, excuse me. Kaplan trying to get him out Harper. Kaplan head with the head fake, can't get the shot to go. Rebound. Should be a loose ball foul. What's the call?
I believe that's what they're calling.
They have to call a loose ball foul.
Yep.
Otherwise, it would have been UAH's ball off the ball going out of bounds. Free throws coming here for Scott.
Lawad Hardy.
Hardy's played a lot of minutes in this one. He's played a lot of hard minutes, all 38 so far. 2 free throws come from Renee Scott. And Renee Scott hadn't had any more important 2 free throws than the 2 he's going to take right here as a Tiger.
These are huge for the Tigers. Renee Scott, 74% from the free throw line on the year.
Coach Sharp's kid having the cleanup duty here for Hardy. 1 and 1 coming for Scott. Well, no, 2 free throws.
2 free throws.
As UAH is in the bonus. First free throw is good for the senior. Transferred from Faulkner. These are the games he transferred for right here. 1 more. And he ties the game. Leaves it short. Rebound UAH. 1:35 to go. 59-58. Tigers need to stop defensively. Can they get it? Lane with it up top. UAH going to work that high motion until they start bringing it low as the shot clock winds down. 15 seconds left in the possession. Kaplan with it in the corner. Now 10 seconds. Here goes UAH. They're going to start attacking now. As Suave has it. Suave on the drive. Trying to get it up at LJ. He banks it in. Timeout. UAH to set up the defense with 1:10 remaining here in this contest.
Yeah, that was some big points by Suave right there, being able to get it on the inside and get the 2.
30-second timeout.
These are very important. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Tigers been drawing fouls. It's been helping them get to the free throw line, get some points to help them out. Now they need something else to go for them.
Hardy with 22 points in this one, but how much does he have left in the tank?
Right.
He's the leading scorer in the game. Kaplan with 17 points and 10 rebounds. What more can the Tigers do here?
Well, they just need to keep playing smart. Don't make any mistakes. Right now they only have 8 turnovers, so they need to keep it at that mark from here on out.
UWA got down by as much as 10. They've led by 1 point as much as 9. It's a 3-point lead here for UAH. As Tigers will have to break the press before they can really start the possession. As they're able to do so, as Dunaway gets it. The 3 guards on the 3 wings on the floor, 3-point shooters. As here we go, we're in the final minute of this 3-point ball game. Dunaway with it in the paint, blocking foul as Dunaway will head to the line to shoot 2 here.
That's a big, once again, drawing the foul. That's a big play right there by Dunaway. Now Dunaway at the free throw line.
Again, 2 crucial free throws here. This place went from loud to quiet in a hurry. Dunaway bangs in the first one.
That was his first free throw of the night. It's Dunaway so far on the year is shooting 76% from the free throw line, so shooting a pretty good mark from there.
Interesting substitution here. Scott coming in for Allison. 2-point ball game, 49 seconds. Dunaway now with a double-double. He'll have another free throw coming right now. The official working to clean the floor.
Hardy was over there trying to help him out.
One more free throw coming from the senior from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Gets it to go. 1-point ball game. Timeout UWA as Harper will get ready to check in for the defensive play. 30-second timeout.
Man, this is a rush of emotions here in Pruitt Hall. The teams are going back and forth. This is 61-60, 49 seconds.
This ought to be interesting. Oh my gosh.
The crowd, they're ready for these last 49 seconds as they're swag surfing through Pruitt Hall. And here we go. Everybody's on their feet here for the last 49 seconds.
And I can't see a daggone thing. Nah, I'll be all right. Here we go. Swab to bring it across. 44 seconds to go. The biggest defensive possession of the game. Swab with it. He dumps it off to Kaplan. Kaplan trying to drive around Harper. He's stripped. It's a strip. Whose ball is it?
They're going to say it's UAH's ball, I believe.
And UAH will take a timeout to set up a play here with 31.4 seconds.
But big defensive play there by Harper, able to strip it away. Most of everyone in Pruitt Hall is on their feet.
Not me, I'm taking a break. I don't even want to watch the last couple of seconds. 31.4 seconds to go. You know, this is the only way this game could go here in Pruitt Hall.
Absolutely.
A 1-point ball game. UAH looking to get this first win in Pruitt Hall in about 3 years.
Wow.
So,
yeah, this is a big game for sure. 61-60, keeping it close. And it's been like this the entire game. Like, there's been a little bit of lead desperations between the two, but really, it's been close most of the entire game. Here we go. We're coming out of the timeout here. 61-60, 31.4 seconds.
Well, what you can't give up is a three-pointer.
Absolutely.
If you give up the 2, you'll have a chance to tie it. But you can't give up a 3 and make it a 2-possession ball game. You don't want to give up anything.
That's right. You don't want to give up any points in this situation. They have it on the inbound. UAH has it on the outside. They're going to drive in. UAH is on the layup, and they get it to go through the 2 there. Kaplan's able to get it to go through. It's Hardy. Has it. Give it over to Scott. Scott over to Johnson. Hardy. Look at the drive in. Pass it out to Scott. Scott, pass it over to Derek Johnson. Johnson giving it back to Hardy. 10 seconds left. Hardy for 3. Way off. UAH is able to get the rebound. Harper has to draw the foul. And that's not what you want to see there.
I couldn't see anything.
Right. Yeah.
This is where height is not my friend.
Now there's a timeout.
You have to wonder why the Tigers didn't go for the layup there, make it a free throw game.
Right, at least try to draw some contact along the way. But
especially with UAH being 3 for 8 from the from the free throw line, this is one where you kind of have to do it from there.
Absolutely. It's 63 to 60. UAH on top. 5.2 seconds left to go in the contest. And that was a foul. The UWA needed to commit there.
Was this a full timeout and we didn't take it?
I guess so.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what happens here in this late game situation. 5.2 seconds. I think there's 2 free throws coming here for, no, 1 and 1 for UAH. So if they get a miss here, the Tigers will have a chance. This is a very crucial free throw. This game's not over yet. We got to make some noise in this crowd. This is it.
We need some noise. And Pruitt Hall.
No timeouts left.
We'll see.
And it's off. Oh, smart foul. What a smart foul.
That was a really good foul in that situation.
Absolutely. Sam Morf commits his 3rd foul. That's good. That's good coaching.
That is very good coaching right there. Very smart basketball. I was wondering if they were going to foul Hardy.
That was beautiful. That's beautiful basketball, man. I hate it didn't go our way, but that's good basketball. So he's got to hit the first and miss the second one intentionally. Hope Mike Davis can get a tip in. If he misses the first, he gets the game goodbye. He gets the first.
He gets the first to go in.
So he has to miss it intentionally here and hope for the tip in. Coach Sharp looking for the tech. He crossed the half-court line. That is a tech. He didn't call it. Here we go. He got to miss it. There's a miss. Lane violation. And that's going to just about do it. Just got to get the final 1.5 to go. No timeouts here, so the Tigers could possibly force a 5-second violation. As DeAndre Harper commits the foul. That's his 5th.
So there's another foul right there by Harper.
At this point, it'll take a miracle.
So it's 63, 61, 1.5 seconds left to go in the contest. That's going to put Cook Stroop at the free throw line. He missed his first one as he makes that one there. So he's 1 for 2 now on the night. Free throws.
One more coming here for Cook Strap to put the game away. And it's good. 65-61, 1.5 seconds to go.
So they get inbounded to Johnson.
And that'll throw it up. And that's it.
That'll do it. Well, I mean, what a game, man.
Absolutely. UAH comes into Pruitt Hall and gets the 65-61 victory on the road. UAH now 14-3 on the season, 6-3 in the conference. West Alabama 13-3, 5-2 in the GSC. Thank you for joining us tonight for this broadcast of UWA basketball on Tiger TV. I'm Nicholas Finch. He's been Aubrey Elmore. You have a great night, everybody, and go Tigers.